Igbo ọma na-ege ntị, anyị ekene unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi n'ụbọchị nke taata. Daalụnụ ife ka unu si wee na-esoro anyị n'ife anyị na-eme n'elu akwụkwọ dị iche iche. Anyị sị na ya dịkwala unu na mma, n'unu ya dịkwa ka echi na echi ada akwụkwọ agwụ. Otu anyị kwuru otu aka ọ ya dịrị ise ise ise. Dịka anyị si kwuo unu nkwa na anyị ga na-enye unu update n'elu akwụkwọ anyị na-akpọ morning tea. Ihe a bụ gbasara maka Biafra referendum and also Monday sit at home. So n'ụbọchị nketa anyị na-akpọ holiday. Dịka o si dị, anyị ga-alapụ unu ka unu gee ya bụ ife ka unu n'ife Biafra Prime Minister kwugasị dị iche iche n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke tata bụ ụbọchị abalị nke 22 of January 2024. Ka unu gee ya bụ ife unu ga-esi ya before muna drop right comment on the comment below. All right, over to you, sir.
And I want every one of you who have suffered for decades and years in bringing the Biafra struggle to the liberation stage. I give kudos to you. I give kudos to those who survived the bullet of the enemy up to this point. I also give kudos to the spirit of those who have paid the ultimate price for the freedom of Biafra. We are bringing this particular subjugation to a conclusive end very soon. Finally, the exodus has begun. Remember, we are no longer making broadcasts. We have broadcasted, shouted on social media for years. It is time we are taking the bull by its horn. And Biafra is here. From the first day of February 2024, the Biafra historic, life-changing liberation and self-referendum will kickstart, which is a few days from now. How many days do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, exactly 14 days from today. The history will start. 14 days from today. On the first day of February, Biafra will start, first ever in the history of our life, first ever self-referendum, digital voting. Everybody must start making preparation to make sure your family, your friends, who are citizens of Biafrans, who identify themselves as Biafrans, have the opportunity to vote and participate in the voting. Our target is to make sure that over 20 million Biafrans will vote for this self-referendum. This voting, early voting, and the advanced voting will last as long as possible. It is going to be more of accreditation. It takes the Zoo terrorist government many months to register for voters' card. We, as a government in exile, have already started from an advanced level to show you when we say Biafra rule this world, it is happening and we are demonstrating it. The ideas of Biafrans all over the world, professionals doing wonders in their various endeavors, have come together, and that's why the Biafra government is a government like no other government in exile, not in the past, not in the present, and not in after Biafra declaration. This government has done more than what an independent country cannot do. we have been able to successfully build database for Biafra government. Nigeria do not have it. Many African countries do not have it. We are now adopting the latest technology to conduct the very first ever in the history digital voting in self-referendum. No country has done it. It is the level of the professionalism that we have displayed and showed in the leadership government in exile. So this afternoon, my fellow Biafrans, I have come to break the news to the Thomas, doubting Thomas, to those who said, Easter Simon Ekpa will bring Biafra, let Biafra not come. Tell them to go and start digging their grave. To those who say, Easter Simon Ekpa will bring Biafra, they will die. Tell them to go and start getting their casket. Because you see, that Biafra is here, not that it is coming. It is here. Voting have started. We have outsmarted Nigeria, outsmarted the Janjaweed, outsmarted the most corrupt country called Nigeria. We have outsmarted the terrorist and Islamic State called Nigeria, and they can never, ever, ever see our back. We have shown them that you have to fear Biafra people. After this year, anything Nigeria will fear Biafra. After this year, the hatred on Biafra people will skyrocket times 100. After this year, they will fear anybody that call himself a Biafra. After this year, Biafra name will be used to deliver evil people from evil spirit. After this year, anywhere you go as a Biafra, you will be respected.
Amen.
Because what we are going to do to Nigeria and to their enablers will be beyond human comprehension. The fight for the survival of the Biafra people lies in their hands, not in the hand of anybody. Our survival lies in our hand. It is us that are going to protect us, not anybody. The security of the life and properties of the Biafra people lies in their hands. The security of our children, our mothers, our women, and vulnerable people lies on our hands, not in the hands of Nigeria, not in the hand of anybody, not in the hand of the Britain, not in the hand of America. It is in our hands. And I tell you, the Biafra government has come to take that responsibility to make sure that our security lies in our hand. Government of Biafra will be there 24/7 to give protection and security to Biafra people. They will be expecting field work for Biafra referendum. A lot of people will be expecting our men to be walking from one street to another to conduct referendum. We have outsmarted them. In the next coming State of the Nation broadcast, the world will know how far we have gone. So, my people, it is no longer propaganda that they are propagating against the Biafra government in exile. It is no longer propaganda about Simon Ekpa is Nigeria agent. Those propaganda has faded away. If you are a Biafran who have joined the struggle since 1999, when Wazirike started. And you are still alive today. You should go and thank your God.
Listen.
You made it. After all, you made it. The betting to this relay has been moving from hand, and this is the last leg. You made it. A lot of people, many of your colleagues died on the way while they were running the race of the freedom with you. Some of you can no longer remember even some of your friends that were killed in Nkpo. Some of you butchered. Some of you killed during the time of the census. From Wazirike down to Awonye Ndumazi Nnamdi, down to this criminal DOS Nigeria IPOB. Immediately he was kidnapped in 2021. A lot of men were slaughtered, and many of you made it alive. Many of you went spiritually to consult the oracles of Biafra land about Simon Ekpa. And because of your wiseness, you did that. An oracle told you, you see Simon Ekpa, follow him. He's bringing Biafra. Many people do not understand why those commanders of the ESN in those days turned their back on the IPOB Nigeria and followed a nobody, Simon Ekpa. According to them, many people do not understand this. They went spiritual to consult the gods of the land. Because these are the people who were genuinely fighting for Biafra freedom. It is not about building a cultic kingdom that we have destroyed today. It is not about using IPOB to build secret society, which you have destroyed today. Biafra people will know in due time what God have used us to do in our land. These criminals were building a very dangerous occultic and secret society in the name of freedom fighting. We destroyed it. I will write a book. I am saying this because the struggle is coming to a conclusive end. As the declaration is coming very close. And the voting of the self-referendum voting will start in 14 days' time. It is time to write the history and the stories, what transpired since 2021. The story and the book that I will write as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in exile, what I saw and what God used me to conquer will shock the world. And the people involved will be held responsible because these are proof. Human beings that are involved are still alive to attest to what I have seen. Many people who have followed me have seen it, especially those in the security sector of this movement. These people were killing commanders, cutting off their head, giving it to a Jofo and a Marubugo. Many people don't know this. Some people who hoisted flag, during the time we hoisted our flag, these DOS criminals kidnapped some of them and killed them. For hosting Biafra flag in Biafra land. They did not steal. They did not kidnap anybody. They did not commit any crime. The only crime they committed is that they hoisted flag. How many of you remember when we hoisted flag? It was spiritual. We wanted to invoke the spirit of Biafra against all the betrayals and the enemies. Invoking the spirit to possess every cranny of Biafra land. Biafra flag was raised in 2022. DOS kidnapped some of the people that hoisted this flag and killed them. Not Nigeria Army, not Nigeria Police. But you know, this was targeted at distracting what we are doing. It was targeted at igniting internal war. I ignored all of them. I focused on the enemy, which is the Nigeria government. They did everything to provoke me to start internal war so that we are going to be distracted from the freedom movement. I ignored all of them because I have template. That template is the highest secret oath. Don't deviate. Focus and put your eye on the ball, no matter what happens. They have killed even those who were very close to me. They killed them. Thinking that after that, I would declare war, internal war against them. I have not done that. The people have declared this internal war, or if there is any war, continue to remain the security criminal. Those who call themselves criminal security forces are the people that our arms are against. And the family of those they killed will also speak to Biafra people in due time. These are live witnesses, family of those people that these criminals have killed in this struggle. You are fighting for Biafra and killing people fighting for Biafra because they followed Simon Ekpa and followed autopilot. He killed them. Biafra don't know what has happened in this struggle. But I'm sharing this particular tip today because the road is clear. And we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's why I'm making this, making this particular statement. Because Biafra is here. I have seen it. And when I told you, I know the date Biafra will come, they doubted me. They used propaganda, thinking that it is propaganda that you use to fight freedom. They say we counted 150 days. Biafra did not come. They say we said Biafra is going to come in 2023. Biafra did not come. These are people without vision. People that doesn't know their left and their right. They started using den gun, going to bushes to start shooting animals. The name of chasing Fulani. We are not chasing any ethnic group from our land. I have made it very clear. If you go after ethnic group, you become a terrorist. We are not going after ethnic groups. We are going after the terrorist army, police, and every Nigerian forces that carries gun. That is the people we are going after. Because once you go after them, you have uprooted the people in the bush. If you go after ethnic group in the name of Fati Fulani, you are a terrorist. This is the international law that many idiots don't know. If you go after Fulani in the forest, in the name of fighting terrorism, we know that they are terrorists, but you cannot go after ethnic group, labeling them terrorists. You are a terrorist. We are going after the security, criminal, and terrorist forces who give them backup. That's why today, as we are dealing with these terrorists in uniform, you don't see anybody butchering our people in their villages because the backup has been uprooted. When the people giving the backup are running away from Biafra land, who is going to come to kill? Even those with their cows, they are very afraid to commit any crime because the people that they are using for backup are running away from Biafra. Any day they try it, we will visit them. The book we will write about this Biafra struggle will shock many, because many people don't know what has happened behind the scene. But one thing I am very, very happy about is how the spirit of Biafra dealing with these criminals and this enemy of our struggle.
Ndị be anyị ekenekwanụ m unu ọzọ n'ụbọchị uhuruchi tata. Anyị sịkwa ndị be anyị ka ọ dịrị unu na mma na Eke, ka ọ dịrị unu na mma na Orie, ka ọ dịrị unu na mma na Afọ, ka ọ dịrị unu na mma na Nkwọ. Ise ise ise. N'oge ugbu a dịka unu gasị ya bụ ife Biafran Prime Minister kwugasị dị iche iche n'iru akwụkwọ, gịnị ka iwere ekwu ikwu gbasịta maka ya bụ ife n'ụdị nke gị, ka igwe anyị gbasịta maka ihe ndị a niile o kwugasị dị iche iche. Anyị ka unu dropụla ya on the comment below. Ọzọ dịka ịbịa bụ chete na ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka anyị si wee na-ewetara nnukwu ozi a dị oke mkpa. Ngwadara unu ụmụnne m, gwa nke mesịa na ụmụ Igbo.